Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do another addition to our pond project. Going to add some more minnows. I did, I think it was 8 pounds of minnows, 2,000 of them, something like that, several months ago. But kind of starting to think about adding bluegill and some bass. So I got some larger minnows this time, about 1,200 of them. So we're going to get them acclimated to the pond, get them in there, and that's about it. So let's get started. Alright, so I got the minnows delivered today. They are from Anderson Minnows in Arkansas, I believe, and I'm in Texas, and they were overnighted, delivered by 11 o'clock this morning. So overnight shipping included with the price. It's the second order I've made from Anderson, and really like the service they have. The prices are good. I shopped around for a while, and this was one of the better options I was able to find for the size I wanted. This is their medium box, so I think they're about 2 to 2.5 inch minnows, about 600 or so, I think 620, something like that in each box. So I have about 1,200 plus in here that I'm going to get into the pond today. Hopefully going to get them to get started in reproducing, so we can get a good forage base going before we add in the bluegill in a couple of months. So let's go ahead and open these up and see what we got. So at the time of this video, it is early April 2023. This was the medium box, like I mentioned before. It was a 4-pound box for $125. I think there was a special that I found on their website. Clicked that, save some money box, and saved a little bit of money. But as of right now, that's what they were costing, and I think it's really good value. Everything comes in these sealed bags, thermal bags, so you can maintain the temperature as much as possible through the overnight ship. And then, if they did this like the last order, everything's double bagged. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's get that out of the way. So here's our bag of minnows. They are lively. We'll go ahead and cut this outer bag away. And there's the included ice pack to make sure it stays nice and cool during shipment. That's still hard. There's still ice in there. That works pretty dang good. Alright, so there's our minnows. You can see them running around in there, ready to get into some water. Bag feels really cool. Might take a reading on the temp of each thing of water from the bag to what I got going on the pond. Want to set them in there in the bag, in the pond, for about 20 minutes or so. Let them acclimate before you open them up and release them. So let's go ahead and get that done. So these guys are pretty feisty. They're ready to get in some bigger water. I thought we'd go ahead and take a temp on the water that's in the bag, so we can see where we're at. I went ahead and just ripped a little hole so I could get an accurate reading on the water itself. It is reading 57. I don't know if you can see. Let's see if I can do that again. .4 is our reading on the bag right now. So let's get a reading on the water and start getting them acclimated. So here's a spot right by the bank I'm going to drop them in. Let's get a reading on the water and see where we're at. Surface temperature of the water is 69.1. So decent amount we need to acclimate them. All right, not quite there yet, but they're definitely waking up. They're swimming around like crazy in there. It's kind of hard to see through the bag, but we're almost there. So while we're waiting on the minnows to acclimate, I thought we'd take a little tour around the pond. It is a little bit different than when we started this project. We bought the property probably about 6 years ago, and it did have this pond already in place. However, it was much smaller, probably about half the size. So I believe it was a 1/4 acre before. A couple summers ago, we had a really bad drought here in Texas, and the whole pond completely dried up. So we thought, perfect opportunity to expand the pond a little bit. So we had somebody come out and dig it a little bit bigger, a little bit deeper, kind of get this bank up a little bit so that we can make sure it doesn't overflow. It was flooding the property a little bit before. Still, you know, comes up a little bit, but it's not too bad. So it does go all the way back to that corner, which is fed by a creek, and then we'll extend extends all the way to this back corner here, where we have some laydowns. We had a little bit of a beaver problem for a minute, and they took down a lot of these trees. We did have a lot more trees here around this side, including up around this area here, but the beavers came in and took them all down, so we had to take care of the beavers. Ended up wrapping the rest of the trees that we had with some chicken wire and spraying some repellent down. Seemed to have taken care of it. We haven't had any trees go down in a couple of years now, so I think we're okay there. But like I said, the pond got expanded. It's pretty good size now. I installed a solar panel on the other side, on that high dam side. You put in a pump. You can see we're aerating the pond a little bit here. I'm looking to get something that's a pump that's got a little bit more power to it to get more aeration, but pretty happy with what it's been doing so far. Solar powered. It's got a battery over there, self-sustained. The house is about, I don't know, 800 feet that way, so pretty far away, and I did not want to run a bunch of power back here for a pump for the pond. So did the solar panel. Cost about $1,000 to put together. I built it myself and just sourced the parts individually to save a little bit of money. And like I said, pretty happy with it. So that's the pond. It is April, so the algae is starting to bloom a little bit. Hoping the minnows will help kind of take care of this, because they eat plant life and small bugs, so that might help. The last time I put the minnows in, they did clear up the little algae bits around the outside edges of the pond, so hopefully they'll do that again, and it'll be warmer this time now that it is April, and they'll start reproducing and get a good forage base going for our bluegill. You can see on this backside over here, this is my wife's riding arena. She she does English riding and jumping and cross country and all of that, so she's got that area over here, and I've got my little area over here for fishing and whatnot. So anyway, that's the space, and let's go check on those minnows, see how they're acclimating. All right, not quite there yet, but they're definitely waking up. They're swimming around like crazy in there. It's kind of hard to see through the bag, but we're almost there. All right, it's been about 25 minutes, and our temp is good, so let's go ahead and get them out in the water. Might be a little tricky. Yeah, some didn't want to come out. I think I might do the second bag a little different. Don't get stuck on the algae. Come on. Come on. Whew. All right, they are in. Do have a handful of dead ones, but that's to be expected. Let's see if any of them liven up a little bit. Well, they're definitely out there doing their thing. See them breaking the water. So I'd say the vast majority of them, probably 95-98% of them survived. I've got maybe 20 or so down here that are kind of lethargic around the algae. They're kind of starting to wake up a little bit, so who knows. But anyway, got a good number of them out there running around. You can see them breaking the water, like I said, and hopefully they'll find a place to get comfortable and start spawning and get a good forage base going. Anyway, thanks for stopping by and checking out the project with the minnows and everything. And it was a super easy process ordering through Anderson Minnows. So if you want to check them out, I'll put a link in the description for more info if you want to go check it out if you're working on a minnow project yourself. Super easy company to work with. Next day shipping, prices are solid. I'm super happy, and I've done 2 orders now, and both of them have been great. So anyway, looking to continue working on the pond project. Might put some crawdads in. It is crawfish season, so I could probably get a handle of a big bag of them pretty easily. If you think crawdads are something I need to add to my pond for my bluegill and bass to eat and start building, then let me know in the description. I'd be interested to know everybody's thoughts on the next step for this. So like I said, bluegill coming soon, bass next spring. Should be a lot of fun to grow a bass pond. So anyway, thanks for checking out the video. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Keep the lines tight.